Hello, good morning. How are you all doing today? Uh, I that that screen is a little bit interesting. Usually it fixes itself, but apparently not today. Zilby's here, but he's super restless, so I think he might need something. Esitsu, hello, how are you doing today? I'm gonna have to do an super quick break really quickly because I think he needs me to take him upstairs to do something. So I guess we'll be starting in actually a couple more minutes. So I will be right back. All right, I am back. Hey, and the camera did fix itself. So there we go. That's all we had to do is take Zilby up to do his thing. All right, so the plan today is to continue working on the stream manager. We have Anathema set up here on the right-hand side of the screen, and we should be sending our messages in, but they're not getting into Anathema itself. So we need to figure out what's going on there. And if I remember correctly, okay, so we have chat message, hello queue. Okay, so we're running the hello queue, where I'm passing in username state front end events. If we've seen the username before, we skip it. Otherwise, we push it into our scene and we attempt to send the event. And then this is where our problems are, right? So just put a quick else in here right now, which is going to be, we'll do some print lines in here so we can see what's going on. Okay, so we're going to, should I actually do that? Or should I just say, we can just put the username. That'll be fine. And then we should be able to, let's just at least make sure that side is working. Okay, so any unique user name that sends a chat message, we should be fine here. So if I send like hello, for example, yeah, so I get Berserker showing up here, but it doesn't change up here because we're not receiving that. So we are getting at least to this point here, or at least to here. So I put in the states. Oh, if I send another message, that should we should trigger this one here. There we go. Yeah, we're skipping. Okay, now I'm trying to do this front end events, which is a sender for events, and I'm trying to send. So try send events. Now, you are not asynchronous, so I'm actually thinking, can I make this asynchronous? Will that be fine? Because if I can make that asynchronous, then I think things become a little bit easier for us to work with channels. Because I don't think we need the try send anymore. I think we just need send. Wait, what kind of... Okay, so front end events, sender, send. Oh, front end events, clone. Okay, so it's here, this sender. Wonder if this is the wrong... Oh, it's a bounded. No. Okay, so we have our front end server, which is this Tokyo Sync MPSC channel. I mean, one would think that that would be fine. So I guess we'll try leaving that as it is. Leave you. And that is the same type, right? Tokyo Sync MPSC. Tokyo Sync MPSC. Okay. Expected one argument. Okay, so we need events, hello message, and we throw in username. We await, and then we can do the entire context thing. Okay, so you're happy. You're going to be upset because you need to be in await in here. Oh, yeah, this is the problem. Feature cannot be sent between threads safely. Why am I getting that? Because okay, so I'm in an async block here. I'm fully unwrapping that. Shouldn't that be fine then? So run hello queue, await context, and then I unwrap it. Oh, it's the state. It's the state that's having a problem here. Okay. Feature cannot be sent between... Okay, so basically, send is not implemented for mutex guard. Oh, because Oh, yeah. I did this. Okay, so I'm cloning state here. What are you? Okay, you're an arc mutex state. That should be fine. Can I just... Arc is thread safe, isn't it? I thought arc implemented send. But it's a mutex guard state. That's interesting. Why is that upset at us? Where am I calling lock? I believe I'm calling lock in hello queue. So in hello queue here, yeah, here's the state. So we're taking in the wrap state, which is arc mutex state. I am locking it and then mapping the error here. So I thought I could call lock inside of the thread. Have I just forgotten how async works? Or rather how arc mutex is. That's fine. Rust Analyzer thinks that I'm sending a mutex guard somewhere. I suppose we can test this by running this. Yeah, okay. So let's see what the real compiler says. Okay, so on line 35, feature created by async block is not send. This async block is not send. Oh, why does it need to be? What is stream event? Stream event. Okay, so I'm receiving the stream event. Oh, from the Twitch events listener. So it's from the Twitch events listener, and it's coming in. It gives me this enum with you. Do you need to be send? I mean, there's no reason for you not to be. You're just strings or durations. That's perfectly fine. It is send. Okay, that's what I thought. Scott, hello. How are you doing today? Okay, so if you're happy, wait a second. Why are you? Okay, there we go. What if I clone the state in here? I don't know if it just needs that. No. Okay. Future cannot be sent between threads safely. Oh, is it because I'm in a loop? No, because I'm spawning a new thing each time. That should be fine then, right? Your async moves something into the future. So the error occurs as soon as I make the hello queue an async function. So it makes the most sense that it's inside of here. And this is also the only place that I'm sending state, which is an arc mutex. So that also makes sense that it's something about the hello queue. You're doing pretty good. You have computer envy. You want the computer I bought for my daughter. Is a Ryzen 8840HS with 16 gigabytes of RAM and 1 terabyte of NVMe. Nice. Comment hello queue out. Sure. Yep. It's it indeed. If I uncomment you out, then it's match arms. So I'm passing in username, which is this string that I have. It's an owned string. I'm passing in state, which is an arc mutex, which I've cloned the arc mutex. I could suppose clone it again before I send it off, but I don't think that would really matter, right? Front-end events. Front-end events I'm cloning from front-end events that are handed in. So it's a sender. So does the sender not implement? That could be the problem, right? It could be the sender. What kind of sender? It's a Tokyo Sync MPSC sender. Should be fine. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, but something's going on. And events, yeah, we can take a look at events. That's from the Anathema side. This is what we have in events. So this should also be fine because it's just hello message with the string inside. I could wrap the sender in an arc mutex as well, and then lock that inside. Now the error message is super interesting. Future cannot be sent between threads safely. And it's specifically the Tokyo spawn there. Future created by async block is not send. Events won't magically make it send. So it's the events. Oh, I should probably read more notes for this. Okay, so let mute state has type sync mutex guard state, which is not send. So state doesn't have send. Oh, wait. So inside of hello queue, we have mute state, which because I have the wrapped state, may be used later. So that's the problem, because I'm using a mute state. So I'm saying, okay, that mute state, which gives me do I need this to be mute? So if I do that, we have state, which is a mutex guard. Is there a way for me to get access to that? Ooh, I can borrow mute it, right? I forget how to use arcs. I can also deref mute this. Yeah, I think you're right. But I can't do that unless I've borrowed this as mutable. Deref mute? No, that doesn't work either. All right. Time to go relearn how to do arc. I don't want the wrestling reference. I don't think I want that. I think I want the actual library. I want the standard library. I think it's mutex that has the actual example. Oh, that's been done for a while. Okay, so if we have an arc new, mutex new, that's running arc clone, and I handed a reference to the data. Wait, do I need to do that to copy the data? Wait a second. You see how I'm holding the mutex guard across an await point. I must be, yeah, because now what I was expecting to do was have in hello queue be passing in just a full arc mutex state. and then I can get a mutex guard by locking it. I mean, that's what I remember, but I don't think I've ever done arc mutex in an async await state context. I've usually done it just within threads. So I access state after I await. So we have the state and we lock that. If the state contains that, return OK. I push this into state and then I send await. Can I release the lock? Like when I drop it, that will release it, definitely. But maybe that's what I do, is I put a block. Excuse me, I put a block in here. Return should return out of the entire function. So this should be fine. So if I put you in here, and then we're just gonna have front end events, send your thing if we're still running. And now you're happy. Okay, that was the problem. So I need to drop the state before I do anything that requires an await. Because like, even though I'm not accessing state after I do this await, the compiler doesn't know that. It just knows that I have access to the state, which therefore causes it to panic and say, you're being a terrible developer. Don't do this anymore. Okay, let's see if this works. All right, so then if we say hello, okay, so I see that there. That side is still fine. Now I'm attempting to send this event in here, but it's not showing up in here. I wanted to replace the hi there, which we need to figure out where that's going. I think that's in front end lib. I mean, there's something, let's see. Okay, so in run, I'm getting the events receiver. This is not an asynchronous function, run. I wonder if that's going to be a problem. It probably is. So can I make you async? Will Anathema let me do that? Okay, you need to be async. Uncle Scientist, hello. How are you doing today? Okay, so you're fine there. Okay, so events. Okay, so we have this spawn loop. Let's some events, recv, awaiter else. Oh, which isn't an async function, okay. I'm using Anathema. You just notice the Zelage line at the top. Yeah, so I have Anathema inside of Zelage. So this is Anathema here. So when I run you, and what we're trying to do is have this hi there get replaced by the username of somebody sending a message. So any of us. Now I'm seeing that, but where is that going? So I'm attempting to get this event. Yeah, okay. So let me get an event. If there is no event, wait. But this blocks, doesn't it? Do I want this to block? It's in a forever loop like this. What if I were to try to do like, okay, so that's an option. We can use blocking, but this can't be used in an asynchronous. Yeah, but this, okay, that does, yeah, so recv should be fine. So let's try some print lines. So in this case, we had an else, right? So there is no event, so no event. We're gonna get so much stuff, aren't we? If we get to this point, we have something. So got event, you don't implement debug, do you? And then, okay, so I match you, received hello message from username. So I'm waiting until we see that. Now, if I run you again, my guess is that we're going to get, it's just an infinite loop, right? So it's just gonna be forever. I don't think it's gonna block because it's not blocking. I don't think it's going to, but we're gonna find out. If I get like 1,000 or 1,000,000 different did not find any messages or something like that, then yes. Okay, so maybe it is blocking. Yeah, it's not saying no event yet. That's true. Okay, but it's now running. So let's try a message. So if I say hi, see, okay, so we just get yours. That's not the message that I had there though, which is unfortunate. Your money's on blocking. You don't have any money though. That's fine. You can have my money. Also, my breakfast smoothie that I made completely separated, so I need to deal with that. I'll deal with that during the next break. That's starting in like 2-3 minutes or so. Okay, why you do this? So we have this event. I'm attempting to recv this, but I'm not getting no event, and I'm also not getting that. Okay, so in loop. If this isn't running, then this entire thing just isn't running, right? Like that would be because what kind of spawn is this? This is a Tokyo task spawn. So maybe that's the problem. Okay, so if I run that, oh, okay, that explains that. All right, so this loop isn't running, huh? Because I should get this like without you having to send any messages at all. It should just be an infinite loop here. Because where is this? This is in our run function. We load up the template, the hello Q template, the index template. We build a new so we build a doc off the index template. We build the backend. We create a runtime builder, hello Q component. We register that runtime emitter, and then I emit. Then I have this loop, and I do that thing, and then I have the runtime run context running the TUI. Interesting. Print line before the spawn call. Yeah, we could do that. Okay, before the spawn, and then also let's one at a time, one change at a time. Oh well, thank you also for that, Uncle Scientist. Okay, ads are starting any second now. I'm gonna I'll just go preemptively put that up. Let me get my cap for this so I can shake it all up again. Okay, much better. I get the ad break started. That's perfectly fine. Did I run test this? I don't think I did. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. We have a before the spawn. Wait, is there a chance that... Are you done? Okay, I think ads are done. Is it possible that the print lines don't work here? I think the print lines don't work here. I think as soon as I Control C... Oh, okay. Interesting. So when I Controlled C, that quits the anathema front end, and now I get all this stuff. Okay, so at some point, these things that I'm trying to do are blocking. And then like this other thing just isn't working at all or doing whatever it needs to do. So let's see. We have this events receiver and that's fine. We do all these things. And yeah, we did see, we got into loop and we got events and we received hello message from Uncle Scientist. Okay, so we got this. So then I'm attempting to emitter emit username. That emitter is coming from you. And then in our hello Q component, we're supposed to be capturing this and then setting the name so that it's instead of hi there, it's now the no. Yeah, see, never no event. Yeah, it was never no event. Yeah, that's true. So we got in loop twice because it was blocking for this. We got the event and we emitted out the event. Could this, okay, so I'm doing an okay here. So, okay, so emitting username to hello Q component, and I'll just unwrap you, but I should get the error message in the case that actually has an error, I think. So now I'm curious if there's a problem there. Okay, so now received hello message, called result unwrap, error, emitting username to hello Q component. Sending on a closed channel. Huh. Why are you a closed channel? So we're getting a runtime. I'm getting the emitter from this. Can I emit something before calling spawn? Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that here. We'll just do emitter dot emit. Is it send? Wait, why are you not helping? Yeah, it's emitter dot emit. Oh, right. I need the component ID. Do I have that? I do have that. Okay. So then this is going to be testing 1, 2, 3. Hello Q component. That's why I wasn't getting any help. I misspelled emitter. Okay, so then context is going to be testing emitter. Unwrap you. Okay, we have just that as my error or warning, really, nothing else. Let's try this. Okay, so now, oh, but it's still hi there. Now I am having to do Control C to come out to that. So is that closing the channel? How do I look at all these? Yeah, it might be because I killed the TUI and like it's something else. There is a way for me to run the TUI with dev mode, I think, so I can see messages, which we need to look at how to do. Prayam, hello. How are you doing today? Enable raw mode prevents inputs from being forwarded to the screen. The event system will pick them up, but the terminal will not try to print them. Okay, so I need to not enable raw mode. Okay, that's which is in here somewhere. So let's not enable raw mode. Okay, so theoretically, I should have seen one of the messages already, but maybe not. That's when I'm trying to scroll. That doesn't work. Oh, and when I control C that time, it just controlled what that? Why would you do that? I think that was a temporary, that's my temporary one. So all I have to do is re-log in again and I'll get a new token. Okay, so I should have a brand new token already. But that was interesting. Prem, hello, hey. Can I, let's see. So we did the emits before spawn. I'm killing the tweet. Okay, so is there more stuff that I need to kill or not do? So like, maybe I don't do enable the alt screen either. Okay, before the spawn. So before print line before the spawn. Okay, so there's. Oh, when I switch back to it, it goes away. Oh, okay. So I have to keep you up like that so I can see any messages that are happening. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so here's the before the spawn. So before the spawn is running here. There's that. And then we have before the infinite loop. That isn't running. So there's our problem. You're right. The spawn isn't running, which is super interesting. Until I kill the front end. After the spawn is this, where I have the runtime run. And that's all I have after the spawn. Here, let's check this out. If I do a print line after the spawn, yeah, after the spawn immediately, here. Maybe runtime run should be its own async thread. Yeah, we can try that. So I can do the same thing with a spawn async, probably move there. We'll await you like that. I can't. Okay, so we have to. Okay, so we'll crash if you. Whoa. Future cannot be sent. Future cannot be sent safely between threads. Let's see. Is it the runtime? The runtime can't be sent, can it? I don't think I can clone this. Yeah, no method for runtime. Okay. You don't get asyncinous? Sorry. No problem. Okay, so I can't put this into its own. I can't do that. That's what we learned. Now, what I was attempting to do would be throw this into an actual thread here. You wish you could look at the docs for this. Which docs do you want to look at? There's we have the Anathema documentation, and then we can also look at the Anathema code or the Anathema docs too. The Rust docs for which specific thing? For spawn? For Anathema. Okay, let's do it. Let's open up the docs. All right, so if we go into Anathema, we have a runtime. I mean, it's not how helpful is this really though? I can also, I think I have. If you view the source, I assume it contains an RC. Yeah, let's take a look. Oh, runtime is just a T. It's just a generic where T is implements backend. You're guessing what's happening is that the spawn is creating a future, but because the runtime run call is running, Tokio never gets a chance to run the executor. Possibly. Although in this case, I think it's Rust Analyzer saying, hey, it's not going to be able to do that because it doesn't implement send. So I don't think it never got to the point where it's like even trying to run it. It's just easier to navigate rather than trying to figure out in which the doesn't create the struct is located. Yeah. And without adding it to the dependency of a project yourself. Yeah, that's also true. It's too bad that I can't share the local docs very easily. I would really love to be able to do that. It's like, hey, I built these local docs. They're not available anywhere else. Go take a look at that. You all have fun with it. Tete, hello, or TTTT, hello. How are you doing today? And Shay, hello. How are you? Oh yeah, we have ads up for next 30 seconds. Now, okay, so this implements backend. So if we come back to here, we have to go find backend now, right? Requires size, but not send. Okay. Is there a way? Sri, hello. How are you? Is there a way for me to serve the docs? Because if I can open up my project in a GitHub space. Is it called Spaces? GitHub Spaces? Yeah. I can open up a GitHub space and then serve that so it's not like running from my computer but from the cloud. And then you could all connect to it and take a look at it. And it's just a web server. So that would be fine. Is there a so is there a way to serve the docs as like a book easily, like with one line? I guess I could also install like an HTTP server and do that. Are the docs not on docs.rs? No, unfortunately, Anathema isn't on creates.io. So because of that, there's the only place to get the docs is to build them locally. Okay, let handle Tokyo spawn async, do some async work, return value, do some other work, and then handle. Okay, so I need to handle await afterwards. Okay, I was under the impression that with this type of spawn, yeah, because like the provided feature will start running in the background immediately when spawn is called, even if you don't await the returned join handle. So like I always thought that I didn't need to do anything with that, but we can definitely like grab this. So we can grab that handle events handle. So then after the runtime, we can do handle events handle await required because it's used within this async function body. What? It's a weird. Wait, why can't I scroll up anymore? What did I do to my Zellage? Okay. What the heck? Okay. Huh. It's all one line? Can I just create it in a separate spawn? Cargo run and more. It's going to standard error. Wait. What are we talking about? Can I just create it instead of a separate spawn? What would it be? Like what would I be putting in a separate spawn? So I need the emitter here. So I need the emitter from runtime to then be able to emit out as I get the events. Okay, so I see what you mean. It was going to standard error. Oh, I could have done okay. Yeah, hold on. Let's undo this so I can get this back. Okay, so you're all weird like that. So if I do cargo run and let's pipe that. Yeah, so we'll pipe that to the background, and then we can go into more. Okay, so in compiling our front end, an RC cannot be sent between threads safely. Okay. Send, required because it appears within the type anathema templates blueprint single, required because it's within this async block. And then we have other spawn. Yeah, okay. So it's template stuff it's having trouble with now. And just everything, it has trouble with everything. It's super unhappy. Yeah, I wonder if the problem is that anathema is competing with Tokyo for the main thread, then it starts on a separate thread and won't interfere with the Tokyo runtime. Okay, so one of the things that I did, which may have been a bad idea, is I made this asynchronous, I don't have to have this be an async function, but by doing that, I can't await you. So then, okay, so therein lies a problem here. Okay, so no errors there. Go to main, get rid of view, and we do that. Okay, so if I don't use that, main, wait, did I not save this? I did save that. Front end run, result error report is not a feature. Wait, what? You're not asynchronous there either. I'm not trying to return an async thing. This is in a workspace. I have a workspace here. So I have a main and front end, and I have a main and source. Supercuber, hello. How are you doing today? Tokyo spawn blocking might be relevant. Ooh, okay. That could be helpful. What really needs to happen is a PR to make anathema support async. That could be a thing. If I wonder what Togglebit's reaction was if we were to request that. I think he would just go insane. Okay, you were looking at spawn blocking. It might work. Right now though, why did this stop working? I guess let's comment you out. Oh, this is the main spawn. Okay, never mind. Got it. That was my problem. Okay, so if I bring you back, we are in the same place that we were when we first started, right? So before the spawn, after the spawn, we have you, and then we can send messages and say hi, right? So hi, and that comes up here, but it's obviously not in the loop because we're trying to do async stuff in a non-async thing. So if we try this as a spawn blocking, runs the provided closure on a thread where blocking is acceptable. In general, issuing a blocking call or performing a lot of compute in a feature without yielding is problematic, as it may prevent the executor from driving other features forward. This function runs the provided closure on a thread dedicated to blocking operations. Okay, so let's try that. You don't take async. You take a closure like that. I can't await anymore. So I need a blocking recv, which gives me an option still. Okay. Okay, so no errors, no warnings. If we try this again. Your lunch break is over. Gotta go. Well, thank you for stopping by, Uncle Scientist, and have a great rest of your day at work. Okay. Ooh, in loop. Okay, so before the spawn, after the spawn, before infinite loop, in loop. Okay, so now if we have a message come in, let's see. There it is. It worked. Okay, setting name to Prame, and there's our Prame. Okay, this is great. So let's come back to here. All right, so it's a blocking spawn. That's what we needed to do. Nice. I need to find where our commented out everything is. There. Let's re-enable raw mode, re-enable the alt screen, and then something else we want to do for the hello queue. I guess let's just one thing at a time, right? Like let's continue to do one thing at a time. Okay, so here we are. We're in the loop. We have the hi there. So if we say hi, whoever's the most recent one will just overwrite the hi there, right? So if I say hi, it's me. And if anybody else comes in, I think that will change again. There's Prame. So what I would like this to be now is a list, which means that it's going to have to be a hello queue instead of, let's see, where is it? Hello queue. Okay, so instead of a name, it's going to have to be names, right? There's going to be a value of a vec of string. When we update this, I want to push the names in, right? Setting name to, okay, so setting name to message. I want to let, I guess we're going to get all the names out first. I could deref this. Doesn't like that. It gives me an actual value. I want the actual thing. If I deref, like, yeah, that's the same thing. Because now you don't know what you are, right? Yeah. I don't think I want to borrow. These are all snippets. Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure how to get the actual, actually, do I need it to be anything more than that? Maybe this will just be fine. So then we're going to say, I want to do names. Oh, maybe I do want to borrow. No, because that borrow mutes and that just gives me a value. So I don't think that's helpful. Why can't state names push? I have to do a set. So we learned, oh, I'll wait until advertisements are done. All right, welcome back. Let's see. First, Terra Boy. You're back at boring work, but now watching from Twitch. Nice. Thank you. And let's see. Then, why can't I do state names push? The reason is because if I don't use a set on this to set it, it won't refresh the component, and so we won't get it visible. Like it won't update the component. So I have to grab this out, update it, and then set it, which is unfortunate. Let's see. The sound is quieter than on YouTube. That's interesting because I'm sending it to Restream. So I don't know what's going on with that. And Chantilly Cake, thank you so much for the subscription with Prime. Thank you. 54 months on a 43-month streak. Thank you so much for that. Is there a value ref method or just value? Now, I do notice that I have this value in here. It's like it is actually just this thing, which is what it has to be. Now, when I was setting this to be the actual message, so yeah, how do I get inside the value? Ensure that value is not center sync. From gives me a new value. Okay, that's not helpful. To ref maybe gives me that. Value ref. There's the set. Okay. Wasn't really all that helpful. Can I look at it in here? I think it's the anathema component value. A value that reacts to change. That's what I want to do. Okay, I can do value to mute. So that's what I want. Value to mute. So names. So instead of borrow mute, this would be to mute. Its trait bounds are not satisfied. The following trait bounds vex string state. What? The method to mute exists for struct value vex string, but its trait bounds are not satisfied. The following trait bounds were not satisfied. Vex string state, which is required by vex string any state. Yeah, okay, so Supercuber, I think we found the same thing at the same time. Or maybe you found it right before me, but I wasn't paying attention to chat. Yeah, but why can't I see the... Okay, so the trait bounds. Okay, let's use the real compiler. Maybe this will help a little bit more. Oh, and the derived macro state is where the problem comes in. Wait, so I can't use a vec for this? Oh, and you were looking at the wrong branch on GitHub, so everything is different. Oh no, yeah, it is the dev branch, I believe, on GitHub that you were using. State names to mute. Okay, and so your to pending exists for value vec string, but its trait bounds were okay. To pending. Okay, it's not that either. What's the state trait? Let's see. It's this thing here. We can go take a look at it. So this is the state trait. Try to get the value from the state. If the value exists, subscribe to the value with the key and return the value ref. So, oh, but it's private function, right? Like that's not public, maybe? Yeah. Oh, no, it's a public trait. Okay, so traits are always public. So state get. Maybe I can do a state get? Yeah, it does seem kind of weird that I can't have a vec in the state. Okay, so let's try this. It'd be state dot, try to get the value from the state. If the value exists, okay, so get a path. A path? Well, that feels not right. Yeah, these take paths. Am I just using a state in like very wrong? If the state is not a collection, it should return 0. I'm very confused by how this works. Okay, let's go to the documentation. Maybe that will help a little bit more. This is bad. My state, some value set. Internal state is anything that implements the state trait. State for more information about state. Okay, so here we have, this is what we followed when we got this. Oh, a value list string. Wait a second. Oh, huh. So it's not going to be a vec. It needs to be a list. Oh, okay. So there you go. So you're happy there. So then I need to get access to you. So names is state dot names to mute. I did to number. I meant to mute. And that gives me this unique error list string. So I need this to be dereferenced to give me a list string. Okay. I need to update you. So can I push? What can I do with a list? I can get with an index. Oh, okay. All right, so we need to go take a look at list now. Right before I switched away from the docs, there was an example. Great, yay! I love it when I do that, when I don't actually read enough, and then I just miss everything. Okay, we have a bunch of trait implementations, but a list, what do I do with the list? How do I do something with it? List.push. Okay, so I should be able to push into a list. So I have a list like this, so I should be able to push you. And I want to push a new string, which is going to be the message. And then we're going to state names set. And then you have to be a value new names. No method name push found for struct. Anathema component list in the current scope. Method not found in list string. Oh, because it's impl of value list. Okay, hold on. I think I did this wrong. If I get the value list out of there, I can push it back in, and then I put the names in. So that no field state. It's just state name set. Mismatch types expected. Just a list. Component list. Like a dereft names. Okay, value cannot be dereferenced. Oh, you don't think I need to set after? Okay, let's try that. So if I just push you in there, cannot move out. So I need to mute this? No, because I need the value. I don't need to do this. We could just do state.names, push like that. Okay, so if we do that, that updates the names. Now, I'm actually curious. I haven't updated the template at all, so I have no idea. Yeah, okay, it's not gonna like this. So line 35. Okay, so we have our default. This is going to be a value new list new, right? List empty. Mismatch types. Expected struct list. Oh, I guess I don't do the value. Okay, so I registered a component like that. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so we have nothing there. And then if a username comes in, okay, so I received that. It doesn't show up. So we need to do something with the actual component, do we? Like the actual template, don't we? Okay, so I registered the component with the HelloQ template, and it has access to the state. Okay, so which is now names. Oh, that's probably what it is. HelloQ template. Here's our HelloQ template. I'm alignment center, border VStack. We have, it's all yellow and it's names. I want to eventually loop through this. I'm curious what that looks like though. Okay, so we have nothing in there. And then if we send a message, it should get into there, but it doesn't update you. My guess is that I need to do a loop through here. So now we need to find out how to do a loop. Okay, loops. It's possible to loop over the elements of a collection. The syntax for loops are 4 element in collection. So VTAC, VStack, text start. Okay, so we have align border, VTAC, VStack, text start, and then 4 val. Okay, so we're going to do 4 name in names. Oh, so I do text start. Okay. Oh, interesting. So this is all in VStack. Text start. No, I don't think I need that. I think that's just more like Python type thing with the white space. I don't think I need that text start and text end. I think that's just going to block it around it. Text some val. Okay, so then it's not even a colon, right? It's just text, foreground yellow, name, right? That should do that all. Okay, maybe, possibly. All right, let's try it again. Oh, now assign some initial values to the names list. Oh yeah, that would probably be a good idea. That would probably be a bright idea. But okay, I think it worked. So now we have the supercomputer XS. If I do one, I show up after there. Perfect. So now we're getting somewhere. Sylvie, wanna come and say hi? All right, where do you wanna? Okay, I don't know if he's gonna stay anywhere. If you want to invest in making my life better, maybe set up a log plus file logger. I mean, who needs logs? I mean, this is the most beautiful logging ever, right? What could possibly go wrong with using something like this? Okay, so this is great. We're happy with this, which means we can get rid of all of these logs now because we don't need them anymore. And those are all, let's see, let's find out all of our print lines. I'm probably going to want to get rid of you too eventually. Okay, so that should be all of those going away to make it look a little bit nicer. And so now we have you. And okay, so this is great. We now have a bunch of these showing up. So if we start this over again, now with every message, if it's a unique username that we haven't seen since I started this, it shows up in this hello queue here, which is nice. So I should be able to then just say like, I say hi, I show up, anybody else who says hi, they show up too, like that. And so we get this would be the hello queue. So I know that I haven't seen you in chat before. I can now say hi to you. I do want to have like a hello queue up above this, which would be in this template. So I have alignment center. I just stole this from there. I don't know how helpful this really is. Can I do something like another text in here? It's like, can I do text hello queue? Will that just work? Oh, it puts it inside of the border. It's not necessarily what I wanted to do, but I'm also not like, I don't hate it. So I'm assuming everything will show up now below that, which I think is going to be fine. Oh, you're sending messages and it's not showing up. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so I did align alignment center, so I don't actually think I need the align alignment center. Okay, we have a border on, we do a VStack. So maybe I do a VStack and we'll just do text, hello queue, and then we do the for loop and that creates the name and all that stuff. What am I using for my front end? I am using a front end CLI framework called Anathema, which is created by fellow streamer Togglebit. Togglebit is not here right now. Otherwise, you probably would have said hi by this time, especially since we're using his framework. He's been like making this on stream, which is really awesome. Would he? I mean, it's true that he may not, but I would imagine that he would be helping out because it is his and he knows a lot more than literally everybody else who has ever used this. Okay, so if I do that, how about you? Are you happy? I have a border around both. Huh, interesting. I mean, I don't hate it, but now, okay, so then, it's inside of that thing. Oh, okay, wait. This is the anathema border, and this is the other border that we have. Okay, I got it. So if I put another component over to the right on here, it would show up in this border would expand. Okay, I think I got that. How did you get there? You sent a message. So this is my hello queue that I'm trying to make. So the first time that anybody sends a message in chat, it shows up here. That's the idea. If you send another message again, it won't like appear twice. It'll just be there on its own. So what I want to do is I want to have this be something that I can take a note of, like, oh, hey, I haven't said hi to you, Anshul, which I actually don't think I did for real. So I then say like, hey, Anshul, how are you doing today? And then next time you do it, I don't actually say it again because I do forget who I've said hi to before. Made the way to assign a title to the border. That would be really nice. I don't. So we have the border. So border text, what a border, like that. That's not what we want. Vertically stack elements, accepts many children. So wait, can I do VStack? Can I do a VStack in a VStack? Because that might work. We also have an HStack and a ZStack. Oh, interesting. Okay. Why not text hello queue border top list of names? What do you, what I'm trying here, let's, I wonder if I could do this. Can I do a VStack, put you in there? Then this would be another VStack with a border and that. Is that the way to do it? Okay, so I don't have a border around this yet. Okay, so it lost format, text hello queue, border sides top, list of, okay. That's similar to what I did, except I had the VStack stuff in there. So maybe that would be better. But all right, let's try this. So if I say hi, yeah, so it didn't do the border around this thing. Like, I'm okay with that. It's just, it feels weird to me, the way the sort of like the styling works. But I think that's mostly because I haven't gotten used to it. Like, once I sort of understand a lot more, I think it's going to be really easy to use. Border needs a child. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So I would do like that. Border all the names. In which case, I don't need the VStack because VStack is for multiple things, right? So I do, this is what you were initially suggesting, Anshul, right? Wait, no. Terraboy. It was what you were suggesting. Hello queue, border, list of names. Okay, yeah, I got it. So let's try this. So we run, we have our hello queue here, and then if we say our hi, there we go. Now we have our border, and any other messages will show up underneath mine inside the border under the hello queue there. Maybe VStack, text, border, VStack for, I don't know why there's another border around everything though. Maybe it's for the screen. I'm pretty sure that this border is the screen, is the full anathema border. I'm pretty sure, I think. And I have other templates too. That's what it is. That's this border right here. So if I get rid of this border, let's do a VStack like that. Now we don't have the border around it all. We have hello queue and then a border below that. Huh. Oh, that's weird. Supercuber, why aren't you showing up? Do I show up? Oh, did I break it so it's only showing one now? I need the VStack and a border. Okay. Oh, because it's technically multiple things. That's what it is. Okay. I need border, VStack, like that, because this turns into multiple items and a stack is for multiple things. Okay, got it. I'm slowly starting to understand this system. Okay, so we have a hello queue with nothing, really nothing in there now. There we go. Now it's working. So you were still in the list, but it wasn't displaying the list. It was just displaying one item in the list. Okay, perfect. Now, if I want to say hi to, let's say, Terraboy, I want to say hi to you, I need to also remove you from the list. I need to, like, I don't know, hit spacebar or something to mark that I've said hi. Otherwise, I'm not exactly sure how I'll remember who I've said hi to. It'll be the exact same problem. That being said, we've done a lot here, so I kind of want to commit a bunch of stuff. All right, so what have we done? We have, I guess, like a hello queue is displaying in our front end. I'll go ahead and push that up too. And then one, I'm not showing up there. Yeah, Sitsu, I think you showed up afterwards and you're still in here. So that's good. Okay. Now, there's a way for me to see that we are clickable, right? And I have the other template still, right? We have the Hello Q template. Oh, okay, so we have the index template, and I just have this template.aml. So your Hello Q template, which I named at Hello Q. Oh, okay, so I register component Hello Q template like that. That's okay, so that's fine. I want to let our test template. Wait, what do you return? Actually don't need the component, do I, in this case? So we're just going to do a runtime builder, the identifier. So this is going to be test. The template, we need to pull you in. There's the index template. The component is hello Q. Where did this come from? Oh, struct. Oh, yeah, it's just a struct hello compute. Okay, so I want to do a struct test component. Okay, test component, and then a state. We don't need state for you. Trait bound component is not satisfied. I need to import component for test component. State is type that. Message is type that. And that's all I really care about. I don't really need anything else done in here. I'm not doing anything with messages. Okay, so you're all happy. So then that gives me the identifier test. So in here, I can now say after hello Q, I want test to show up. And so let's, wrong read to string. No such file or directory. Loading test template. Wait, it's there. Did I give it the wrong name or anything? Oh, front end template.aml. It's not under templates. It's just template.aml. That's what it is. Okay. Template.aml. So test template is just that. Loading test template. No such file or directory. Okay, fine. You know what? You win. Oh, that's why. Because it's looking inside of here. It's technically inside of front end. Yeah, okay, fine. It's technically inside of front end because I'm running it from the root directory. Okay, so here's this other component here, which is that's like an overriding return. So interesting. Okay, so when I alignment center this, so if I were to do like text test component, then we have a border, and then we have the you are great. I'm no longer aligning. It shows up below it. Okay. Which now if I do have this like just on along the right here. So like let's imagine that I wanted to run Anathema for our stream manager just over here like this. Now I could potentially put it over on another window in another terminal, which would then be full screened, and that's also fine. It is smaller though, which I mean again is perfectly fine. Just something that we need to keep aware of. Okay, so what if I wanted to make this to the right of it? Or maybe I want to use this to like, I want to be able to click on select like one of these, which I think I can do with mouse support. I mean, because I can swear that there was a mouse support option. Okay, so we have components on mouse, accept a mouse event and immutable reference to the states on mouse. Oh, so I can just click on it. Runtime enable mouse. Okay, enable the mouse. And then there's a way for me to accept a mouse event and immutable reference to the state. Okay, so it's just on mouse. The component gain focus. But let's say I want to just, if I click on it to do the hello Q, right? So I just want to like click, 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 and it makes things go away potentially. So I could do on mouse for our, I think it's this, right? So we have message, function on mouse. Okay. So we have mouse, which is mouse event. We have our state. We have those elements, which we don't necessarily care about. I probably want to match on mouse. Oh, mouse event is a struct, not an enum. Oh, interesting. Okay, so, oh, Zilby jumped up. So you can see his tail. Nice. Hold on, let me point the camera. Okay, so if mouse dot returns true if the left mouse button is down, returns true if the left mouse button is released. Okay, so well, that's the only thing I can do if you're released it. Okay, so if I've released the left mouse button, then I want to take state names. I want to remove the first one. Pop a value from the front of the list. Okay, sure. Let's just pop front. Okay. So if we do that, we don't care about the elements. I don't know what we'd really do with that anyways. So if this does what I think it's going to do, now that we have our hello queue up, every time that one of us messages something, so if I say hi, I show up there. If I need one more person to test this properly. I can't do it myself, unfortunately. Okay, thank you, Teraboy. Let's see. So now if I click on this, theoretically, Brookzerker should come off. Look at that. And if I click over here, if I click over here, even, interesting. Okay, so that makes hello. Okay, so that it got rid of everything. I need to know if I'm clicking on the component. How do I know that? It was anywhere. It was anywhere at all. I don't think I registered on the wrong component because I have the right state. It removed the thing. But what I don't know is, okay, so this is just anywhere at all. Like this on mouse is just literally the left mouse button was released. There's this on blur on focus too. Is there? I can do an on key too and just have a keyboard shortcut instead of a mouse. Also, I'm curious if I click over here. Okay, so it's only in this window that it does that. If I click like outside, it doesn't do that. It's just when I click in here that it makes it come out of the hello queue, which I mean is okay if that's what I want it to do, but that's not exactly what I want. Now I do get the XY off of mouse. What else can I get off of mouse? So I have X and Y in state. Translate the X and Y into a position. Okay. Now we have these elements too. It's not really helpful. That's a good question. How do I get the position of the elements? I'm not really sure. It has this like query that I can do on the elements, but I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to query for. Maybe a query for hello queue. So like if I do something like so I query for state. A query for the state. So just state like that. Expected a that? Okay. That gives me a query. Find elements at a given position. Is that what I want? I'm kind of confused at what this query is. Oh, you mean like dot position? Hold on, that's not my mouse moving. Somebody's using my I think I have a Bluetooth mouse upstairs, and it's trying to. Okay, somebody was trying to use a Bluetooth mouse that I had upstairs, and it was moving the mouse here. I was like, okay, that's not what I wanted. All right, good. Nothing bad happened. And I saw the Bluetooth mouse disconnect, so we're good to go there. Did Zilby disappear? He did. He went back to the floor. Okay, from the dock, query state at position. Oh, mouse position. Okay, let's try this. So, okay, so query state at position, mouse dot position. That gives me a query result. I would imagine that there's only one. Oh, because I technically can have components on top of each other. So let's just get the first component here, which doesn't give me anything. Oh, and also error. Expected one argument. Wait, how do you work? First takes an function. Okay, so query result. Okay, so I potentially don't need this at all. And then we do each. We're gonna have a function here. How do I know what this is? Are you gonna hand me the component? It's unknown. I'm confused about this. Diablo, hello. How are you doing today? You missed Cat. He's on the floor right now, so it's a little bit hard to get a camera on him. He might jump back up eventually though. Okay, so I don't want to do this like on each time I pop something off because I would do two of them, right? What I guess like I'm confused about this query. Element query. Both component events and messages provide an element query that can be used to access elements and attributes in the component. Attributes can be read or written to. Since attribute values may originate from the component state, it is not possible to access the state and attributes at the same time. For this reason, the element query prevents any use of state via the query function. I can use the to method. Okay, so on key, elements, query, handed the state. By attribute. Okay. Give me the first one, element, and then I don't really care. Huh. What's an attribute? Oh, can I get it by name or something? So query, instead of so like at position gives me something, but element 2. There's also this filter element. So on mouse, attribute. So first, oh, these are attributes. And then I can set, oh, background to green. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so we have element, attributes. There we go. Now I see what that is. Okay, so then I want to say attributes, set, background. Let's try the green. Okay, so if I do that, we're not going to use the element there. And so theoretically, when I click on one, it should turn green. Okay, so, okay, that one turned green. Okay, and because it's only on this one, I'm inside of this here. I'm a little bit concerned about using state inside of here because I think it was specifically saying I can't use state in here, can I? It's like, I don't want to set that. I mean, if I could do this, but you're going to be super upset. Closure requires access to state.names, but it is already borrowed. State is LQ state. I mean, if I move you, I don't think this is going to work very well. Cannot move out of state because it's already borrowed. We can do first instead of each, but because I already borrowed state here, I can't clone the state. So the state is unclonable. That's a problem, right? That's what it was saying? Not that I need to add a mute to it. Yeah, no method named clone found for mutable reference. Oh, hello Q state. Maybe I can add in clone. Clone is not satisfied for value. Okay, so I can't do that. Can't implement clone for you unless I like arc it. But that's too bad. Okay, so I mean, this allows me to get that, but it's not letting me see that this is selected. Okay, so element attributes. Okay, so if I want to return the element, oh, fn mute does take fn mute. Oh, you're right. First does that. Do that. Okay, so we're happy there. We're happy there. Now, can I say state dot names pop front? Closure requires unique access to state names, but is already borrowed because I have to borrow for the query. Can I get the state off the element? We can get the position. Or was there any other things we can add in here? Like, no, it's just two things. Just two things that are being passed in. Let's see. Then maybe let mute do pop equals false. Where would I put the do pop? And also, like, can I turn this into, like, so if I do hello Q, can I element get a mutable reference the underlying widget of the given type? Okay, so to hello Q, well, unwrap because unwraps are cool. Hello Q, can I get the state here? No, I can't. Let's see. Outside of the query, then in first closure, set it to true and pop after if it's true. Okay, hold on. So, okay, outside of the query, so we have our query at position, mouse position. Then in first closure, set it to true and pop after if it's true. Wait. So I can return. Are you? I may be like completely missing. So bear with me for a second. Are you suggesting that I try to return something from here, and then set this to be like let? No, but I can't return you. Query result. If I don't do the first at all. So if we do that, yeah, there's a borrow on the query result. So I can borrow mute. And I might be able to do this. Okay, let's take a look at this paste bin. Okay, so we have so do pop equals false, query at position first. Oh, it's a closure. It's a closure, so I really doubt I'm gonna be able to do this. So like here, let me let's try it. I doubt it's gonna work. If it's fn mute, I should be able to. Huh. Let's see. So let's do found, set it to be false. At position first fn mute, yeah. So fn mute, we have the elements and attributes. We want to then I guess we just set this, right? That's what we had. Yeah. So we do found equals true. Then we say if found state dot names pop front. Okay, it doesn't seem to be hating this, so let's give it a try. Okay, so let's get some names in there. There I am. Now if I click out here, it doesn't disappear. But then if I click on it, that was one. Oh, okay. Hold on. It did both. I needed to do the thing if found. So only run this if. Okay, only run this if it's a mouse up event, right? So if mouse dot else be up. So if you're not that, we'll just do an early return. Okay, so yeah, I figured that out pretty quickly. Okay, so there we go. We're there. Now we say hi again. Get a bunch of names in here. I click all around here. We're perfectly fine. I then click down and up and just I disappear. Perfect. Okay, that's great. And then if I click down and then I move out of here and release, oh, so I can cancel. We're gonna hear it. Now if I click down and then I release over here, disappear. Okay. So good to know. I think we pretty much got it working now. So we can say in our hello queue template, we have our text hello queue, and I want more text. Click to remove. So that way I just have a little bit of a instructions for myself there. I'm actually also okay with having the border around you. So VStack. Okay, so we're gonna have our VStack. We have our border, another VStack, hello queue, click to remove, and then the list of names. And then the list of names are all yellow, which are perfectly fine right now. I don't have any other names that I want to, like eventually I could do other colors that I want to do. But for right now, I think that's gonna be fine. Okay, so let's see, any other things that I want to do to make this good? We can remove the test component now that we know that we don't need that anymore. So what is that? We have our test template. Okay, we have you. And then finally for index, I don't need that test anymore. And I think we're good to go now. So if we start this again, hello queue, click to remove. Wonder if I want that all in one line. I probably do. Maybe acknowledge. Okay, hello queue, click to acknowledge. There, much better. So then we're gonna have everything else showing up below it. So when new names come up, I'll know to say hello. And then I can actually make them go away by clicking on that too. Which means that I could theoretically have another window over on the left that's running the same thing, which I think would be fine. I've never actually tested running both of these at the same time, but technically this is the hello queue up and running. Let's get this committed. So hello queue is working. Okay, so probably should have looked at this first. So we have our hello list, it's sending the event, and it's doing the thing. Okay. What else do we do? So our hello list is sending the event, it's displaying hello, displaying usernames, and it is removing usernames on click. Okay, we're good to go there. So that is hello list. Next up would be ads pop up during ads. So really just like message pops up during ads. Now right now for this I have an overlay on OBS. Now when ads are popping up and I don't have, let's see, we have another ad break coming up in 15 minutes. Let's see, in this other browser over here, I don't think I'm logged into Twitch, right? Yeah, I'm not logged into Twitch, so I'll get the ads. I want to see how hard it's going to be for me to see the ads message, because if I'm here, like if I run everything over here, and let's say I make this smaller by doing something like this, like all right, here's where we would put, you know, the Anathema Stream Manager. We have our hello queue, and then I want to maybe like have ads show up at the top over there. So we're sending the event for it, and then I want to display ads message when ads are playing. That would be, I don't have a template for this, which maybe I should have one. So new, we're going to write into, I'm not even sure this is how I want to do it. So I'm not even going to create a template for it. We're just going to go into the index template and we're going to add it in here. So we're going to do text. I think we can do, how do I change the font? If I do something like text ads. Okay, so ads are not big enough. I don't think that's going to be big enough to view, but I'm pretty sure that I can do something like this. And we can do some font and styling shenanigans. So let's go to our template. And eventually we'll also do an if else on it too. Can I do font size? There's no font. There's text to line. Well, that's unfortunate. Attributes. Well, that's not helpful. Feeling good. Hello. Wait, do I have you up? Oh, you are up. Why didn't you show up in here? Huh, that should have worked. Well, that's okay. So I broke it. Also, hello, feeling good. How are you doing today? Yes, this is Rust. We're using Rust, and then I'm using a custom CLI framework for displaying as a front end. And that's something called Anathema, which is created by another Rust streamer, whose name is Togglebit. Use C++. Why? I like Rust, so I'm going to use that. C++ saves you time. So if you don't know a language and you know another language, then the language you know will absolutely save you more time than the language you don't know. Absolutely. 100% of the time. I don't know if Rust kills time. Because like, can any language really kill time? Time is like this quantum, constant in the universe. I don't really think that, if you can kill time with C++, then maybe that says more about the universe. Or maybe Rust is that good. And then everybody should use Rust because we can control the universe with it. Now, I don't think we need a ban until it gets really bad. So as long as feeling good, we don't just go too much into it. We'll be fine. C++ kills time. Rust kills God. The browser checker will grill you regardless of experience level, and that's the point. Okay, so I broke Hello Q with that. How did I break that with? I broke it with the adding in the ads. Is that how I broke it? Okay, let's try this again. Or maybe I broke it with the click to acknowledge. So if I say hi again. Oh yeah, I broke it without that. Okay, so that's the ads is not the problem here. I think I broke it with like that with a tab under that text. Oh, that's weird. All right, let's try this again. So now if I say hi, there we go. Okay. So white space is super, 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 super important here, apparently. I can't have tabs or indentations, which otherwise like things just don't show up the way we want them to. Feeling good. References required for the people are starting to loathe it. You can't really just say, hey, people are starting to loathe it, because people could just be you, for example. Totally understandable, right? Because your feelings are always valid. And if you loathe it, that's perfectly fine. That's absolutely correct. You loathe it then. But we can't really just say like other people loathe it without references to them, because I could also counter by saying, oh, but people also love it. They're different people than the people you're referencing, but if we just use like references, but we don't actually say specifics of who and how many people and compare them against each other, it's not going to really matter. So that's not going to change anybody's minds. Okay, ad is about to start, and we're still trying to figure out how to change the font here, but you know what it is? We can't change the font because okay. So we can't change the font because it's in a terminal. Is there anything that I can do besides try to figure out yeah, so I don't think I can do like size. I don't think I can load up an image, right? So feeling good. Let's dial back a little bit right now. I don't want to have like too many of these arguments for this. And while I'm all for like having these type of discussions, I don't think that just like consistently going off and chatting about that is all that helpful, and we're not sort of like changing anybody's mind for it. So let's go ahead and stop arguing about it one way or the other. Okay, so if I can't do a size, I could do like a multi-line thing, but I don't think that's gonna help. The only thing I can think about is using OBS, which is on the other system, which I'm on the same network. So if I have internet for it, I should be able to, I might be able to send a message to the WebSocket to put up the ads. But I'm actually really curious, like, is this gonna like display? So like, let's say I update and we just have ads for like, 1 minute. So I think ads for 60 seconds. So I could also do a countdown eventually. You can do that. People remote control their OBS encoder box that way. Yeah, I've seen some other people do that, and I think that would be one way we can do this. I might even be able to do a text and change it like a countdown there. Now, if you can see ads, if you can see this ads here, that'll be fine. Ad start in 1 minute or so. So we'll be able to see what this is. For these attributes, oh, it's foreground red. Okay. So red is probably not the easiest to look at. We have text align and then width. Yeah, that's border. Is there a list of attributes that I can use for that? That would be nice if there was just a list of these attributes. Okay, span, style text in the same line. It's not exactly helpful. Row column. Okay, add starting any second. Expand the element to fill the remaining space. Oh, I could do, oh, that's just with border. I don't think that's helpful. Viewport for overflow. That's not helpful either. Okay. Okay, so for me, ads, that ad completely fills up the screen. So that's just not, I could swear that on Twitch ads, when I've looked at them before, it showed it in like a little window. Huh. Okay. Welcome back. So I thought previously with ads that it would show the stream in a little window, like a little window in window, picture in picture, and like the top right or the top left. Is that only on mobile, or is that partnered only? Like maybe partnered, because I've seen that in other people's streams when I've watching before, but maybe those are all partnered streams and not that wouldn't be my stream then. So in that case, if you can't see anything at all, not even a little window in window stream or scene, something, then I might as well have something like this. Just ad break started will last for and seconds, and then this just goes away. Oh, on desktop too, but you have to have chat panel open. Some ads also don't allow it. Cool. Wonderful. All right. So I'm not really sure what the value is of having, this giant thing up if it's not always going to be visible. So I think having this here, because you can already read this, and it's really just to show me, hey, like ads are started, and then anybody else who can possibly see it might see like that's there. So let's go ahead and create a template for this. So I want front end templates, and we'll call this ads.aml. Okay, so what are we going to have here? We're going to have, I almost feel like I just always start with VStack, or we start with border and then a VStack. I don't actually know if I need a VStack, do I? Because we're just going to say it's just one line. So, oh no, it is a VStack. It's a VStack because we're going to have, text. Okay. We're going to have, I believe, how do I do multi-text? It was like the span thing. Text start, span middle, span end. Okay, so that's what we're gonna have is text. So this is gonna be add break started, or just like add break, and it's a child of text, right? Yeah. So span, and then I want some like 60, and then this would be a countdown. So this would be a okay. This is what would display. So if we still working, good. I thought I had a border around the, oh, yeah, that's why. That's why, because we have you there. We need to, even with just 2 components, I feel like I want to break the component stuff into its own file, because in here, like we have these, so I probably want those to be in their own files. I can't create a directory through here, which kind of sucks. So in Stream Manager, so go into front end source. Let's what am I going to call this? This is going to be called components. Just mod components like that, right? Let's see. Then in main library, we're good to go here, and I want to move HelloQ into its own component with its state in here too. Okay, so if I delete you from there, so front end source component, this is gonna be q s. Okay, you'll need to be a pub struct, impl for that, and pub struct you. Okay, then in here, cannot find value. That's okay. Import you. Import you. Use components, hello Q. Why can't you find? Because you need to be, did you get saved? Maybe you're not saved. Oh, then I need to, okay, import anathema components. Hello Q state isn't that just in here? Hello Q state? Yeah. Oh, because you don't have a state like that. Import you, import you. Okay, good to go here. All right. So we're happy with you. Now I want another component, which is gonna be the add plane component. That I guess we'll call it the Twitch add component. So front end source components Twitch add. All right, so we're gonna do pub Twitch adds pub struct. Then I also need a state for this, don't I? So pub struct. Okay. Did I need a component? I need a derive component for this, don't I? Derive component. This is gonna be Twitch adds state. Do I derive or impl? I forget. State that. And then you're gonna be. Oh, I can't derive component for that one. I think it's just an impl. There. That's what I want. Twitch adds. Okay, missing members. All right, state. You're gonna be the Twitch ad state, and the message we get. How are we gonna do this? Probably a number. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna leave that like that for right now. Because if we take a look at front end source, okay, we have hello message there. That's all great. Where was it? It was not. Okay, hold on. It's. Change font. Okay, Helix theme, font change. Add break begin. Okay. Okay, so it's just a duration that we get. Numbers aren't real. Too true. Okay, so what I want to do is add break begin. Now, I'm going into hello Q like this. Add break begin, and then I want to have it last for a certain amount of time, but the front end can really count that down, can it? Like that. I would imagine that component should be able to just count it down, or should I just send it another message every second until we're done? Because what I would imagine, so okay, front end events, so Twitch ads. Let's imagine I pass in a duration like that. Oh, fun. Okay, expected a semicolon. Where? Oh, so I got rid of the equal sign. Missing arm. Okay, so this is in the front end library, events hello message, Twitch ad, and we have our duration. And we're not going to do anything with it right now, but it's good to know that we're going to go there. Okay, this is spawn blocking. So here's where I want to get this other component. So our hello Q component, and this is going to be our Twitch ads component. Register component. This is gonna be Twitch ads template. We need to pull that in. Templates, which I called ads.aml. Okay, so ads.aml. Okay, so we have our Twitch ads template. Through that in here. The component. Okay, so the Twitch ads state. Oh, which has I think nothing in it right now, right? Yeah. Okay, so Twitch ads component, we go there. So emitter, we get our duration, and we just give it the duration, right? So I would imagine that that's all I really care about. So we're just going to have the emitter emit. The value is going to be the duration, and then we Twitch ads component context is loading or Twitch ads just started, and we'll crash. That'll be fine. Okay. I hear weird things, but that's rain outside. That's cool. Okay, I want to see if this just works because that would be great. Ad starts in 1 minute. No, we're gonna snooze. I'm gonna see. We were after 1 o'clock, which is after our stop time, but we're getting really close. Let's see. We don't need the state and value here. Okay, no warnings. That's great. So when that emits into that component, so in Twitch ads, I want this to be a duration, like you. We're gonna have a message. So when the message comes in, I don't think we need this elements, but we'll need the state, right? I don't think I can display this. Okay, so if I do time remaining, and we just have this be a U8, I wonder if it will let us do that. No. Oh, right, because it has to be a value. So value U8. Okay, that's gonna make you unhappy. Time remaining, value new, let's just say 0. Oh, field is private, of course. Make that public. Undeclared type, import. Oh, I don't need the value. I keep on forgetting that I don't need the value in this thing. So we can just set you to be 0. Except not. I thought, wait, in hello Q, yeah, value list string. Okay. Huh, I didn't need the list in the other one. Interesting. So value, use that, new value 0. So we start at 0. Okay, back to Twitch ad. So when I get this message, I want to, is there like an update also that I can use? I'm gonna guess, okay, so when we start the message, we just set this to be what we want it to be, right? So I just say, let our time remaining is gonna be equals to our message, and I want that to be number of seconds. So as seconds, oh, it's a U64. Sure, U64. You're a U64 now. Why not? That'll just make it easier. And then we just set our time remaining into the state. So we just say state time remaining set time remaining. Okay, that'll be good. But now I need to count down, right? So is there an update? What are my choices here? On blur, focus, key, mouse, accept focus. Oh, that's it. Okay. I was really hoping that I could have like an update where I can just like, hey, every tick or every like second, I can like update this, but I don't think I can. So because of that, we're gonna have to probably implement a thread or something, and we can do that over in the events here. So like this will just set the time remaining. See this front end. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm probably going to want is like to create a function similar to hello Q, and we will start a thread that then counts down and does that thing. Okay. Can I? Oh, nope. Completely forgot to. Oh, hold on. I think I can test this out again. Oh, my chat is open. Yeah. Okay. So I do have my chat open in the other window, but I can't see it. And I haven't restarted this, so we're not going to have that show up properly. Okay, so I think we know what we need to do now. All right. I think I have to wait like 5 seconds after the community is back. All right, welcome back. Let's see. So I think what we discovered is that we have to create our own component or create our own handler, just like hello Q handler here. And this is just going to create because this is async, so I can create a thread. I can spawn a thread that just does a countdown, and then when it's done, it just exits out and returns, and we're good to go. Chud, are we real? I have no evidence that you're real and that I'm not just insanely like an insane person imagining all of you hanging out in my computer. I have no proof. So, you know, there is that. Of course, you could be the only real person and I could be the fake person that you're imagining watching on your screen. That's also very possible. And of course, we can all be fake and then just somebody else's imagination watching us, watching me. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Now it's after 1 o'clock. I am super hungry. I need to go get some lunch. Your imagination sucks then. I'm sorry. Also, thank you for making me exist in your imagination. I think I'd die if you stopped imagining me. So, okay. So anyways, tomorrow we're going to be continuing on with this project. We're making some good progress now that we know sort of like how Anathema works and we're sort of playing around with it a little bit more. We are working on HelloQ. No, we're not working on HelloQ. We finished working on HelloQ. We're now going to be working on the ads, and I think we're going to have to do the same thing we did to HelloQ, create a handler here for it, which is going to take in the duration, spawn a thread, count down, and then just send that message to the front end, which will just display the amount of time back in. So, and that's it. Now you're going to have to regret trying Anathema. Aw, why is that? Okay, so that all being said and done, let's go ahead and that's everything. Okay, so this is, I guess like this is work in progress for the ads component or handling when ads are start. You saw the sausage being made. Oh, as opposed to like now me struggling, but isn't that helpful? I just tried to do a colon W in the command line. That's weird. Good job, Brooks. All right. Obviously this is fake news, but we'll eventually make this real and that will be good to go. One of us. Oh, actually don't know what's the, I don't know what the, what it sounds like. I don't remember the song. I just remember the one of us. I don't remember where it's from or how it sounds. Okay. I think we're all done for right now. So, thank you everybody for hanging out today. Goonies. Man, it's been forever since I've seen that. Yeah, I need to add that to my list. Okay, anyways, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out today. I will be back tomorrow at around 9:45 a.m. Mountain Time in order to continue working on Stream Manager. We should be able to get the ads going again, which is really just going to be this ad showing up here, styling it in some way that we want to, and then it disappears after the countdown is done. So that's going to be great. And then after that, we have some more things for us to add to the Stream Manager, but that's it. And then on Wednesday, we're doing a stream. We're going to be working on that learning project for the IAP, which is the Centralized Authentication Manager. So with that, have a great rest of your day, everybody, and we will see you next time. Bye.